Welcome to round one, front nine of Pro Mixed Doubles at the 2022 PDGA Pro Worlds. This is an XC tier, best shot doubles event, and we are at the Jones Supreme course in Emporia, Kansas. I'm Andrew Fish, joined by Holly Finley.
Thanks so much for joining us. These players will be playing the Supreme 18 MPO layout for round one. It is distance heavy, so we're going to see a lot of heavy hitters out there throwing really long shots and hopefully some really big putts today.
Yeah, and on our feature card for round one is last year's champion, Mason Ford and Valerie Mandujano, as well as the Gannon combination of Missy Gannon and Gannon Buhr.
Hole one starting off as an island hole. If you don't make the island, you do have to proceed from the drop zone throwing three. So I'd say everyone's looking to get a birdie two here.
Certainly in doubles with two shots at the island, you want to get on there. And once you're on, it's a very short putt.
Valerie Mandujano starting us off.
And a very nice filter to park the basket. That gives Mason free rein to put something chain high, huh?
Oh yeah, might as well run it if you've got a 3-foot putt.
And that's part of the fun of doubles, right? Like, you're getting to play with your friends, sure, but you also get to do some stuff in this event that you wouldn't in a normal tournament.
That looks a little too right. I'm not sure it's going to finish. Oh, look at that leaf and branch assist. That was fun.
And now Missy Gannon, recently the winner of Ledgestone this year.
That's dropping, but I feel like it's still going onto the island.
Yeah.
Great shot from Missy.
And they've done a really nice job building this up. The Jones Supreme course is, I guess Jones Park has overgone several iterations throughout the years, and Jones Supreme was the first one to use this island configuration.
Gannon Buhr over the top. Look at this. Have not seen this shot before. For the fans. Oh, just outside of the island. But they do have Missy's short putt for bird. Oh, the pressure. Gannon. Did you see him look at everybody like, what the? All right, Missy. Let's see if you can get the job done carrying the team here. Missy focuses up.
Get
there
that solo
it is.
bird. Yeah.
Yeah, Missy.
So it looks like both teams are going to take care of business here.
I absolutely love that. What a great way to start the round. That's too fun.
Hole two, it's a par 5, tracking uphill most of the way. You see this out of bounds line on the left, and then there's a pond on the right that enters kind of a narrow corridor, and then probably 200 feet of open space before we go to another little cluster of trees. This is going to be a pretty long, demanding hole, and I'd say the second shot is the most key here.
Valerie swings her drive out. I feel like Mason's just going to push as far as he can. That looks controlled.
Yeah, good riding hyzer flip. That'll give them the opportunity to either punch up the left side or throw a hyzer over the pond on the second.
After watching Gannon's first tee shot, now I'm so intrigued what he's going to do the rest of the round.
We know he's a very talented and aggressive player. All of these folks are. You don't get to be good without both of those attributes. And Missy with a nice tug. Holly, do you know her bag very well? Is that a Thrasher?
I don't know her bag very well. Mandujano punching between the trees. She'll be in a great position. It's a good spot to land. It's pretty much how the FPO play the hole. Now I like this more aggressive route. If you've got the distance, this is what I would do.
Yeah, Mason able to cut the corner there a little bit. And that'll leave them probably 380 to 400 out from the basket after 2. And Missy a little bit off on that shot, still in bounds.
I actually expected Gannon to go over the trees again. He is just not letting me know his next move. Just a little bit of struggle here from Missy and Gannon. Let's see if Gannon can get it up to the pin.
Again, we're playing the MPO layout in this round 1. Gannon goes cut roller. And that's pretty well thrown.
Wow, that was creative.
They get themselves a long opportunity for the birdie. You could see with that cut roller choice, the real challenge here is the low ceiling that all of these players have to navigate.
That was a good shot from Val. See if Mason can push a bit further, maybe get a putt.
Flattens out a hyzer flip.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fortunately, Gannon has a partner to back him up.
Oh no, they both did the same thing. Oh. All right, par save from behind the tree.
And I've got to imagine that even as a par 5 and even in doubles, this is going to play as one of the harder holes on the course throughout this tournament.
All right, you can usually count on Missy to sink some long putts. She had to carry Gannon on hole 1. Does she have to do it again here? Let's go,
Solid.
Missy! I love this. Oh, that looked a little low out of the hand. It just needed a little bit more nose up or a little bit higher aim point.
She might have been playing for a little headwind lift.
Yeah, you're right. Excellent.
Mason known for that spinny slow putt.
Let's check out hole 3. Well, you have 2 choices. You can go safe, take a hyzer on the left side, or just punch it all the way across the water. I have bushnelled this, so to get across the pond, it looked like about 410 just to reach the other side of the land if you go straight across. So Valerie's taking the shorter route, laying it up where you can probably get a 3. But Mason is going all the way across the pond. I haven't seen anyone do this shot yet. Wow.
And that has the distance. The question is if it's going to be left enough. No, not quite. He's going to get caught over there. Holly, like you're saying, the challenge is 360 is the minimum to clear the pond. But if you do that, you're probably not left enough. You have to be throwing probably 390 minimum in order to have a chance to fade left enough.
Gotcha. Because it is out of bounds on the right, and it sort of starts to go back in bounds as you hyzer in towards the basket.
Exactly.
Okay. Ooh, that's some big distance. It looks like it is going to have a hard left finish.
He at least gets it over, but that's kind of a questionable position in that large cedar.
I really like the play, you know. Mason took the risk out of bounds. Valerie had the safe play, and they ended up playing from there.
Yeah, again, part of the fun of doubles is figuring out how to do that course management.
Nice spike hyzer. It's a long one.
And probably inside 200 here. A little bit of a funny stance.
I just played with Missy the other day, and I watched her do this exact same shot on hole 18 at DMC, and it was perfect. She was touching the pole, and what do you know? She's basically in the bullseye again. Man, she is so good at that shot.
Ooh, good look there. What do you think it is that makes a player good at that particular type of scramble?
I think it is some lower body strength, flexibility, and also knowing the angles of the disc. And it's something about that little wrist pop. I feel like Missy has a really good wrist pop. And also choosing the right disc. A lot of times people are trying to force like a zone or something to do an Annie. And well, let's be honest, that's probably going to be more of a flex finish. So I feel like getting the right disc is really key there.
We're going to move on to hole 4. This is a pretty long net straight par 4. OB left the entire way, and there is OB right, but you have to work a little harder to find that. The basket is in a fairly open area, but tucked between 3 seaters that like to grab up shots. And we should note that we're playing a modified best shot doubles format, in which part of the rules are that a player's drive can't be used more than twice in a row. And strategically, it seems like Gannon Buhr is elected not to throw because his team wouldn't be able to use that anyway. He's got to conserve that energy because he's young and can get tired easily, I suppose.
Unfortunately, Valerie's drive does finish about 1 disc out of bounds, so Mason just needs to get this in and as far down as the fairway as he can, and then hopefully they can pitch it up under the basket and get a 3. I'd say that's a good start.
Yeah, definitely. I think that being right on this fairway, away from the corner tree that Missy is now throwing a hyzer around, certainly opens up your angles, although it does make the second shot a little further. Is there a particular spot you're going for, Holly?
I personally like to land more towards the right myself. Then I can have a straight shot at the basket and not have to mess with the low ceiling of that big tree there.
Yeah.
But, oh, look at this. These are things I never get to see. You know, the women aren't doing this kind of crazy stuff.
I'm not sure he'd be doing that in singles either.
Showing off. Oh. That must have had some significant power and speed on it. I mean, it busted through the branch and still kept going.
Yeah, at worst it should be an automatic 4 for the doubles team. That frees Mason up to throw a big hyzer. But as noted, those seaters like to grab approach shots.
You said that! You were not kidding.
And I haven't seen this film before, but personal experience tells me those seaters are grabby.
Ooh, Missy. Look at her approaches. It's just great. You walk up, you have like a 2-foot putt.
Yeah, certainly relieves stress when you're going to be playing in windy conditions.
Ooh.
Good look by Mason.
I just love the doubles format because you have that sense of freedom where you can run things that maybe normally you wouldn't run or you wouldn't run as aggressively. And that's just so much fun to me. And plus you're competing for something that's
Yeah.
really important. I mean, it's a doubles world title.
Now the PDGA will staunchly tell you that this is mixed doubles at Pro Worlds, but all the players are going to tell you, oh yeah, I'm winning a world title.
Of course we are. Hole 5, 385 feet. This is a birdieable hole. You pretty much don't want to walk away with anything except for a 2 here.
Kind of have two options, both low ceiling.
I do love the hyzer skip play, which sets up nice for ace runs. That could have been a little longer.
Yeah, it looked like it was just a little too overstable for the amount of hyzer he threw on it. Missy also goes that right side.
Ooh, that needs a strong finish.
I think she's going to get it with the disc speed. Very nice.
Hey, that's a circle putt. Well done, Missy.
Mandujano
I like this.
also flattens out very nicely.
I like this. Yes, about 38 feet. Oh, that's a little right. Is it going to cut through those branches, though? Look at that. Wind carry.
Sure.
Thank you.
And since they're taking this lie, I wonder if that suggests that Missy's putt was very blocked by one of the large trees.
Interesting.
That's fine. That was an impossible putt.
And this is certainly going to be more uphill than it appears.
Nice. Mason's putt looking strong here at this doubles round. Missy and Gannon get the par. Gannon goes to get his aggressive putt that went straight OB.
Hole 6. This is the first of several water carries out here at Jones Supreme. Only 315 feet, but a little bit scary because the first 295 are all out of bounds. There is an opportunity to lay up to the right side if you wanted to, but it kind of doesn't make that approach appreciably easier.
Wow, incredible shot from Valerie. And I did do a level on the tee pad. It is slanted backwards a little bit.
You carry a level with you?
It's on your iPhone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mason landing OB, which is fine because Valerie is right there outside the bullseye for a birdie putt.
Very nice committed glidey shot.
I
Yeah.
love that. And not too much height, so you're not going to get like the wind underneath it.
And Gannon kind of, he says he's trying to make it. Looks like a soft bid. He doesn't want to throw that thing left.
And Missy cashing another putt. That's what Missy does.
Oh yeah. Even on this elevated basket, you start to hear this wind coming up. Super solid. And Valerie as well.
Birds for everyone.
Your rating is one of the most valuable things you get with a membership. It takes your performance in sanctioned events, compares it to the rest of the field, and gives you an empirical number to show how well you played. Rain, shine, wind is all taken into account, leaving only one thing, your play. This gives you accurate numbers to track how well you've been doing and your overall improvement in the game. Get your number today. Visit pdga.com/join.
Everybody loves to be rated. At least I do. Hole 7, 704 feet. This is a par 4, so first you have to make it over a little out-of-bounds road, or you can lay up short, but I don't imagine anyone's going to do that here. They're probably going to try for the 3. You do have the out-of-bounds road on the left. And this can be tricky because of the wind, but this looks like a primo shot.
Absolutely. That little hyzer flip to drift is going to be a pretty common play here throughout the World Championships, but certainly in the Stubbs round. And that's also well thrown. They're going to have some options out there just to figure out what kind of angle they want.
Yep. I do like making it to the top past the OB River because the run up on that slope just makes the shot a little more difficult, you know, when you have that uphill slope. I like that.
Pretty good shot. That's going to be maybe 75 feet, possibly obstructed by some branches. As Mason swings it out over the road for an absolute park job.
Wow, what a great sidearm upshot.
Yeah, that's big and throwing from uphill, or on an uphill run-up, I mean.
I did like the shot shaping on that. It looked a little low, but it's in bounds. See if Gannon can park it.
Looks like a big hyzer play. This definitely needs to be pushed far enough because the backside limbs here will be grabby. He gets through the trees on the right side of the basket, but
how
runs all
lucky
the way
was
to the
that?
left. Hard to say.
I just love seeing that type of stuff. You know, under the bush, no putt, sweet, from the knee.
Yeah, I'd say he was certainly lucky to get out from under that. Otherwise, boy, they'd be fighting just to get to the basket.
It'd be another knee bush putt.
Yeah. All right.
So birdies for everyone.
Hole 8, a par 3 at 423 feet. You pretty much have to have this moving right almost the entire way. Basket is again surrounded by some pretty grabby evergreens. And with this tailwind, I think it's probably going to be difficult to keep the disc held over the entire way, throwing backhand. As Mason throws what looks like a good line, but it's certainly going to fade out on him. And it looks like Val sort of has the same problem. Just a flat release that never got over.
Yeah, that tailwind is really hard to battle against to get that right finish. Missy cranks on it hard with the angle. Punching through those leaves really slowed down the disc a bit. I mean, it's usable, but really you want to try to get there if you've got the distance.
Yeah, I'd say it certainly gives Gannon the freedom to try to still park it, because that's what they have as a safe 3 already.
Look at the shot shaping on that. Under the bush again? What is this like? Bush burr. You know what? Isn't some people call stick tights burrs, so there I might be onto something there.
Yeah, yeah. And even though Mason's was probably a little closer, they're electing to use the much more open shot from Valerie.
I am loving these basket jackets. I don't know what you call them, but look how nice and fitted they are.
I think I've seen them on other courses, and they're just grill covers that Dynamic has stamped.
Hush.
I think that's what they are.
Hush it. It's like a bespoke jacket for the basket.
Yeah.
It's just so well fitted and tucked. Gannon does miss the bush putt. Let's see if Missy can get this. That was kind of a trick shot. Just punching it through the gap.
Yeah.
Awkward stance.
Looks like both teams are going to be able to clean up for their pars. And And that'll bring us on to hole 9.
Wow, this is an interesting hole. Off the tee, you've got to do some shot shaping because it is out of bounds left. So land in the fairway inbounds, and then you've got this extra low ceiling all the way up to the basket. I feel like positioning is very important here if you want to get the birdie.
Absolutely. Setting yourself up kind of in the bottom of this valley is key so that you have a straight approach.
That's a great position where Valerie landed. I mean, further could be better, but in the middle is primo.
Don't be right behind it. Well, how about hitting it?
Yeah. Mason landing in a great position as well. You can see the flag blowing a little bit right to left, which if you don't commit to this shot, you could hyzer OB.
And that's well thrown.
Yeah, Missy committed, so she's in a great position, just like Val.
And again, Gannon chooses not to throw because they're going to take Missy's anyway. Commits his entire body to the shot.
Let's see if Missy can get up to the circle and get them a birdie putt. She cranked on that a little too hard. Maybe? I can't tell how far it went.
And look at that. I really like how driven that shot was.
That's a putt.
Certainly. If you watched the DDO of this year, I believe this basket has been moved a little bit shorter for MPO. Makes it a more attackable par 4. As Mason goes forehand to probably circle 1. Gannon with something between a bid and a layup.
I was going to try to combine those two words, but my brain came up with bidet up, and I was like, nope, that's not good. Nobody wants to call it a bidet anything.
Somebody might. But we'll make it a thing.
Valerie giving it a solid bid. A little bit over the top.
And sure sounds like a headwind. Look at that roll uphill.
Par cleanup.
And it looks like this bidet up was executed clean.
What an awful name.
Hopefully the last appearance for it.
Yeah, let me know if you have a better combo for a bid and a layup.
All right, so that's 9 holes of the Worlds, or the mixed doubles at PDGA Pro Worlds. You see that there are some hot scores out there as Ford and Mandujano are at -5 in second place, to Heimberg and Vela Diaz at 6. Very competitive. This first round, certainly a sprint to the finish, playing best shot. Join us on the back 9. For Holly Finley, I'm Andrew Fish.
We'll see you there.